Hey y'all, welcome back. How y'all doing? Today we are making Mexican rice. And I know y'all have seen me make this once before, but it was back at the big stove and we just kind of flew through it real quick. So we're gonna do a little more slower so y'all can watch a little closer. All right, I've already got about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil heated up here in my skillet. And we're gonna add 2 cups of jasmine rice. I like jasmine rice. You can use a different rice, but jasmine seems to always work the best. Now this is how I do it. Some folks do it a little different. I've seen it a few different ways. We're gonna get this rice starting to brown up here. Just a little. Now the other thing that I do that some folks don't do is I add onion to it. So I've got about an onion already diced up here. We're gonna add that in with it, let those brown too. Get this going there. How's the weather where y'all are at? It's pretty decent here still. We had a few thunderstorms the other day come through and cooled us back down to pretty close to normal for this area. It is a lot nicer than it was. It got pretty hot here. Several neighbors, they were not coming out or anything. All right, we're gonna let that brown up real good. And while that's browning up, we are gonna take 4 cups of water. You can see all of it there. And we are going to take 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. You can see that right there. Just about outside. I'll shake it just a little bit. We make this about twice a week in our house. We usually make it on Taco Thursday or Taco Tuesday. Correct that, Taco Tuesday. And then we always usually have it again on just about every Saturday as well. And it's going to be 2 tablespoons of the chicken tomato bouillon right there. I get these at Sam's. They're the best value for the size that these are. You can always get them probably somewhere else. You can get them at Wally World. You can get them the small ones there. And I like to take my fork. This is warm water, if I didn't tell y'all. And mix that up real good. I like the warm water because it kind of helps dissolve it. So it doesn't, I don't think it sticks that way. I see some folks, they just put it in the skillet and then they mix it all up and it's just a lot more work. And the secret ingredient is always this little doodad. You can get this about anywhere in the Hispanic aisle for sure. Add that in there. I know here where we are, one of our local grocery stores, I should say. I'll understand it a little better there. They have a whole aisle of nothing but goodies in the Hispanic section. That's my favorite aisle. I'll set that right there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. My camera's not working real well today. Let's move our rice around. Now the big secret is, you brown the rice, this is the secret. A little seasoning pack I just stuck in there, that's the other secret. One more secret is, once we put the lid on, we don't take that lid off until it's done. Brown this up. You want it just browned up really nice and golden brown. Takes about 10 minutes at least. Some folks say 2 minutes, I don't know. It takes me about 5 to 10 minutes at least. Plus I put onions in mine, so mine's a little different than some folks. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna brown this up and let y'all go grab a drink and then come back here in a few minutes and we should have it browned up and we'll go to the next stop, or next step, I should say. Not stop, we're not gonna stop. All right, y'all, we are back and the rice is good and golden. Let's see if we can pick it up there and let y'all see how it's getting burned there. You can see that it's good and golden brown. The next step, we are going to add our 4 cups of water mixture in. Now this step right here, you want to go ahead and turn that burner down just a little, because let me tell you what, I was doing this one time on a gas stove and it burnt me. It got me good. Holding this slowly now. Now this is an easy step here. Just don't burn yourself. It's an easy step, but you also can burn yourself. Switch that around, make sure all that goodie comes out there, right there. Put that in there just like that. And then you're gonna put the lid on it. And this is the last time you take that lid off until it's done. So we're gonna set our timer for 15 minutes. And then we're gonna let it sit here for 15 minutes on low heat. As low as your burner goes, just let it sit there. Let it simmer just a little. And then when it's done, remove it or turn it off or remove it from the burner, either which way. And then let it sit for another 10 minutes. Still the lid on, don't take the lid off. That is one of the biggest secrets to this dish. So simple, just simple little things. You've got to remember, you've got to brown that rice. You got to leave the lid on. You got to put that little seasoning pack in there. It's just good. All right, we're going to let this sit here and go ahead and do its thing. We're going to take a quick break again, and then we'll be back. Did y'all get something to drink? Grab a snack, get some popcorn. Lynn, you down there in Kentucky, how y'all doing? How's your daughter Heather doing? I see you watch some of my videos and comment. I love it. Haven't seen y'all in probably a good 10 years or more. It's probably been longer than that. I haven't seen y'all in forever. I'll have to get down that way in Kentucky and see y'all. I think you're in Dry Ridge if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong on that. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, Lynn. All right, y'all. We're going to take a break. We're going to let this do its thing. We're going to let it cook for 15 minutes with the steam. Then we're going to let it sit and rest for 10 minutes. And then we'll come back and do a tasting, all right? Hey, y'all. We are back. The rice cooked for 15 minutes. And then we let it just sit and do its thing for 10 minutes. We are going to pop this lid off. Ta-da, look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll put the lid over here out of my way. You're just gonna take you a spoon. You're gonna fluff it up just a little bit. Look how pretty that rice is. Oh, this looks so good. Now, I love this rice, but there's one other rice that I like better than my own, and that's Arturo's Mama Letty. She makes a killer rice. You know, her rice is so good. She was at well, we were both, I should say. It was for her husband. She had to be there, so to say. His birthday party the other day, and I was privileged enough to be invited, and she had her famous rice there. I couldn't wait. I threatened to take the whole bowl and run off. We're gonna dip us up some right here. Look how yummy that is. Can you see it? I shouldn't have got an orange bowl. I guess I should have got a red one. Look how pretty that is. All right, let's try this. Simple steps. If you follow those, your rice is perfect and pretty and fluffy every time. Just like you went to one of those restaurants and got it yourself. All right, y'all. Well, I know we are having rice for dinner for sure. I think we're gonna have a taco a day, even though it's not a taco day around here. Well, it's always a taco day. Whoever says anything bad about taco now? You don't like a taco, and we can't be friends, let me tell you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go get the rest of my rice here, finish it up, grab me a drink, and I'm gonna finish my little rice snack, and then we are gonna finish up dinner. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great evening, great afternoon.